Yeah, recording has started, ma'am.
My screen visible?
Yeah, yeah, Anaga, it is visible. So, one second, just a minute. Anaga, you're ready?
Madam. Yes,
Huh.
madam.
So, good afternoon to all the participants again. A warm welcome to all. So, actually, we just thought of, in our department last time, we have used this LaTeX for final year students' mini projects. So, the output was very good, and all the students, they ended up with a very professional looking document. And it is like, we thought, why not we train our students, and in like Mrs. Anaga Balekar, she is like, she did have lots of, she has a good experience with this LaTeX. So we thought, we will make this available. I mean, we already had a session in our department, so we thought it will be useful for other students or anyone who joins this webinar to know how to use LaTeX. And with this, I mean, here in today's session, like, it will be like a basic documentation, how to work with basic documentation, like headings, page numbers, insertion of tables, figures, generating a table of contents, and of course, bibliography. I think with these students, and even faculty who are attending can guide and help each other to generate this very professional document. So I think this session will be very useful. Actually, let us start with the session. Anaga,
Yes,
I think
madam.
you can take over.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I am Anaga, professor in CSE department. I welcome you all. Starting, first of all, I would like to thank our HOD madam for giving me this opportunity. Less than he is HOD, she is my best mentor and my backbone. Secondly, I would like to thank Mohan sir for his support every time whenever it is needed. So I would start now. So
Anaga, are you using headphones?
yes, madam.
You keep it near your mouth and you can start delivering. Then, it will be loud and clear. Okay?
Yes, madam.
Ha.
I have come up with this latex for project documentation. So I have this contents. Uh, First of all, we'll be learning what is latex, how we have to install the latex, basic structure, and important commands. And I'll show you the demonstration, and also I will show you how the latex is used over the MS Word. Okay, so let us start. First of all, starting, let us pronounce it correctly. Latex is pronounced as latex. Okay, it's not latex. It is latex. At last, C will come. Okay. So many of us are not pronouncing it properly. It should be latex. Okay. So it is a document preparation system, typesetting system for producing professional looking documents. Okay. Firstly, it was developed in 1977 by a lady called Lies Lamport. Developed this by taking idea of text. Was Firstly it was created by Donald Knuth in 1985. That language he felt the necessity for writing mathematical expressions or mathematical equations was very difficult to write it properly. So for that, especially, he developed text language, and on the basis of text, this lady have developed this LaTeX, and now we are using it for professional looking documents. Okay, so let me clear one thing. This document, this latex is not for general people. This is only for who wants to prepare academic dissertations, who wants journals, articles, research papers, books, professional looking books, all that. For that only, for those people, this is really going to be very useful. Okay, so this is a typesetting program, as I have said, and not a word processor. So here we are going to concentrate on content of the book or content of contents whatever we want, and not on the other appearance and formatting things and all. Okay, we waste so much of time and our efforts in this, formatting other things. Okay, so we are going to concentrate on our content. Okay, so now many people are asking why only LaTeX, why not MS Word? Okay, so if you have two 3 pages document, then it's okay. I'll also prefer Word, MS Word. Okay, but if it is a big document, huge document, where you want less mistakes to happen, then I will really go for LaTeX. It is a de facto standard for writing all these academic dissertations. Okay, so next I'll here tell you what are the advantages of LaTeX over the MS Word. Okay, moving on to the advantages, very first thing is that manual formatting, all those tedious tasks we have to reduce, as it is automated one. You can proudly say that
Hello.
we are automating our documentation system. Sorry, we
Hello.
are
हाँ हाँ
automating our
दीपक दीपक
documentation, and in automation, we know mistakes are being very less, and it will be reduced, okay, as it is automated. What mistakes we can avoid there, that we have to understand here. First is numbering part. We don't have to give numbering for all the pages. Okay, second thing, we don't have to give numbering for referencing every item, as we are referring to our tables, figures, sections, equations. No need to refer them. Okay, LaTeX will take care of that. Okay, second thing, we don't have to take care of fonts and sections, subsections, all these things. These mistakes are commonly made by students, so this will not happen here if we are doing it properly. And of course, bibliographic references also will be done automatically. Okay. Next, will learn that how table of contents, list of figures, list of tables will be automatically generated. We don't have to separately prepare list of tables, list of figures, list of tables, and first table of contents. Everything will be generated automatically as we will going on adding sections and chapters into it. Okay, so and last advantage is that mathematical equations and symbols can be rendered properly into the LaTeX. Okay, so have may have experienced that if we are even simply writing natural join symbol in maybe in DBMS, so natural join also it will not appear properly in Word. For that, we need to take so much of time. We need to spend so much of time for appearing, for getting nice looking document or professional. All those.
Madam, I have a question. This is Dr. Prasad Naidu.
Let me finish, sir. I have question and answer session. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Continue.
So
Continue, ma'am.
now let us study. Now let us see installation LaTeX. So while installing, we
Anaga,
madam.
can I just have a word? I think we do have a question and answer section. You participants need to wait till that. You please jot down your doubts. Okay? Please let her give the presentation.
Madam, I request one thing. I want to mute all others just because it's getting disturbed.
Yes, yes, you can mute.
I don't have option here, madam. Okay. let us see this now installation process. Many students are making mistakes in installation process. This is particularly I am showing you how to install from starting from scratch, because after all these things you are doing writing everything in editor, you are getting many errors. That occurs due to not properly getting installed the software. So first you have to install latex distribution. It is a background software, and it is a very it is called as mictex, and it's very popular in Windows platforms. Okay, so in this mictex, this the distribution, it's called as distribution, is a huge collection of packages, files, where your all the packages and all the commands are being already stored, and it will be used in order to use your latex properly without any errors. It's just like your preprocessor you are writing in C, C++. Hash include stdio dot like that. It's same like that your preprocessor. But here it will be there in background. No need to mention in our editor. Next is have to install editor. I have given link for downloading this distribution. That is mictex.org. Next is we need to install, of course, editors. First is TechWorks and second is TextMaker. I'll prefer this TextMaker because it's very specialized editor. Everything is given plug and play type. You can just click and you can just plug and play. Half of the symbols are in plug and play type. Okay, so this is the link I have shared with you for this TextMaker. Okay, this is I
Anaga,
will prefer. Okay, madam.
Anaga, there
Yeah,
is a
madam.
request from participants that you need to check your sound, Anaga. Are you using headphone,
Yes, madam.
earplug?
Yes, madam.
Then you just make sure you're loud enough. Okay?
Okay, okay, madam.
Now it is fine. You need to hold it near your mouth and you need to continue with your presentation.
Okay, okay, madam.
Don't drop it. Okay? With one hand you hold it and then it will be audible.
Okay, okay, madam.
Mm.
Okay. So I hope you have understood why we need to install this latex distribution, because this is the background which needs to be there as a preprocessor. Okay. Now I'll show you step by step how preprocessor is to be, how distribution is to be installed. So if while going to your Google, you just type this or you just click on that link, you will be getting this page. So go to this, navigate on this all downloads. In this all downloads, you will find this net installer. Okay, don't choose any other file. This is net installer of around 30 megabytes. You just click on this. Of course, you will be having 64-bit OS for your desktop or your laptop. So according to that, you just click on. After that, you will be seeing this page. Okay, it will take some while for downloading, and you will be seeing this setup file in your downloads. In downloads, you click on this setup file. After that, you will be seeing this uh, dialog box. Check it. I accept and then proceed. Then you will get this box. Here, you can see this latex distribution is a two-step process. In this, first you need to download and then you need to install. You need to first download and then you need to install. So make sure that you will download it. Okay. Next, you have to check this box complete mictex, not basic one. Okay, complete mictex. Then proceed. Then you will get this list of servers. Any server you can choose and then proceed. This will take a while. For my laptop, it took about 30 minutes. It depends totally on your internet speed. Okay. Then this will come close. Now your first step is over of downloading. Now we need to again install that. So now go to downloads and again click on this setup wizard, setup file, and then you will be getting this same. And this time you need to install. Okay, then proceed. This will also take some 15 minutes. This is also depending on your internet speed. After this, you will get a if you'll go to all programs, you will get MikTeX console. Here you need to click and you can see this list. Okay. In this list, you will find this update DB. Can you see my mouse pointer? Here you need to click, and then all the packages which are newly developed will get updated automatically, so that you will not get any kind of errors. Okay, so errors will not be generated. And next, after this console, you will get this folder in downloads folder. Here, this you can share with your friends in your class. No need all of you to download all these things. 2 3 students, 2 3 people can download and you can share without any internet connection. You will have here a setup file. Just you need to double click on that and all these things. Only installation you need to do. Okay. So after that, uh, now installation of our distribution is over. Now you need to install TechMake. This is our specialized editor in which we are going to write our commands. Okay, here navigate on download. After download, you will get this uh, for your Windows version. Just download this file and then you will see the icon on your monitor, and then you can start that. Okay, so before starting, I'll show you what is the basic structure, because so many people are new here. So what is basic structure? How does it work? Then I'll show you a quick demonstration on this. So in this basic structure, we have preamble part, we have front part, body, and bibliography. So in preamble, or as every program is having some structure, C, C++, Java, everything. So this latex is also having structure. It's just like HTML tags. It is having backslash backslash characters. Okay, so now we'll discuss what is document class, and then we'll go. So here, how to start the input file we'll study. Here document class is being is always you need to start your latex command by using document class. So you can see this square brackets. This is optional part, and this flower bracket is your mandatory part. Okay, so this argument has to be filled there. Doesn't matter you are filling this optional part, doesn't matter, but uh, mandatorily, compulsorily you have to write in this. So document class are of 5 types basically. So first type is article, report, book, slides, and your letter. Okay, so all these types you can write your document. Okay, so that all these things we will write in this mandatory part, and you can know that we are writing opening closing bracket in C++, like that. It is having opening, begin, and end. Okay, in this only you have to write all your code. Okay, so here is the optional part. What we have to write exactly here, I will explain you. In this optional part, we have to give font size for all the paper what we have to want to give. Next is what is paper size. Okay. It may be A4, A5 letter. Okay. Then page orientation, landscape, portrait. There only you need to give. Then 1 column, 2 column. Many times they are asking for research papers 2 columns. So IEEE format, it's for 2 columns. So we can give here 2 columns. Then printing one side, two side, all these things we can write in that our optional part. Okay, as I said, the standard document classes are article, letter, report, book, and also slides. So next is introducing commands. Here in commands, you have special commands. Okay, so this you cannot write directly in your documentation. Have to mention if you want to, for example, $50 you want to write in your any documentation, you need to give here slash, because this dollar sign indicates maths mode. Okay, if you want to write any equation, you have to write inside this maths mode. So these are specially reserved characters in latex. You cannot directly use it. It will not show as it is in right hand side, means in output. Okay, so if percentage you want, for example, 50% of population is what literate. Okay, so for example, this sentence you want to write, then 50% if you will give this symbol directly, it will not appear. After that sentence, everything will be commented. As this percent symbol is text of a line preceded by percentage are commented. So here you cannot use directly commented, you need to give slash. Okay. So slash percentage you can give 50 slash percentage, then it will automatically appear on right hand side. Okay, for you to appear this percent symbol. Okay, same like that all these commands are. Okay, explain. As I said, this backslash, always we are starting our latex commands by using backslash. Okay. So this is already I said mandatory part. Flower brackets or whatever we'll write, that is mandatory part. Okay, next we'll move on to coding and syntax. These are the heading styles. So if we are writing book or report, we will have chapters definitely there. In chapters, we will have 1, 2, 3. Okay, many chapters will include. So no need to give separate numbering one inside that section 1.1 subsection 1.1.1. No need. It will latex will take care of all these numberings. Only you need to go on adding your chapters. Okay. So now let us see how to insert tables into your latex. Okay. I'll show you this demonstration. Don't worry, but you need to understand. You know, last time what you all people did at the 11th hour, you just got the template, just fed the data into that, and have executed and shown. Not no one have tried to understand whatever is written there. So you need to understand why we are writing all these things. Here, begin table, end table. Inside that only we have to write table command. Okay. All these tables we will start writing inside begin table, end table. Okay. So what is this particular symbol? Uh, brackets, square bracket symbol. Here we need to have placement specifier. Placement specifier means where we want our table to be, top of the text, below the text, or at the same point. Okay, here we can specify. Many of students were not getting, their figures were going somewhere else and their text were getting somewhere else. So you should have proper commands and study, and then you have to implement. Okay, centering, always we want our table in center. For that we have used this command. And then caption, obtain marks. Okay, for example, I have taken this table, it is having the label caption as obtained marks. That is what table's name. Okay, this is table's name, table number 1. So you no need to write table number 1. This automatically it will latex will take care which number table it is. Okay, if you have so many tables, then definitely you will make mistake. Okay, so latex will not make you let you make mistake. Okay, so here we are writing table in this tabular environment. Begin table, end tabular. Okay, here we are writing how many columns you want. CC means columns. Okay, and these lines are indicating how many lines you want. Next, H line means horizontal lines. All this structure is for your tables. Ampersand sign will separate the columns, separate the text name, maths, physics, chemistry, English. All the text will be getting separated. Okay, so this is what your table. Okay, so I'll show you how placement specifier works. Okay, there are different placement specifiers. So this H, first placement specifier is H. In that square bracket, you can place H for getting your table at that same point. Okay, T for top of the page, B for bottom page means text. Okay, top of the text, bottom of the text, override the internal parameters. H means puts at the same point. Okay, H needs the package float. Okay, basically we are not using this H, we are using this small h with this, I'll prefer this exclamatory sign. Okay, H with exclamatory sign. Always we'll place it like that. Okay, so now let us learn quickly the how to insert images. Okay, images can be inserted by using begin figure, end figure. Inside that we are writing include graphics, and this is what your mandatory part. Here you need to give image name, and this image must be stored into the same folder which you are storing your file. Okay, where you have to save this file, this image is to be placed there. The name of the image should be written same as it is where as you are keeping it in your folder. So caption, what is the name of this figure? Raspberry Pi 3D board description. Okay, so you have to write in caption. What is the use of label here? Why label is being used? Label is used for transferring this image or this figure into your table of figures, list of figures. It will directly go to list of figures when you are writing this label. Don't uh, eat away this label. Okay, you have to compulsorily keep this if you want this if you, in your list of figures. Okay, automatically list of figures will be generated. I hope you have understood this placement specifiers. Now you will not make any kind of mistakes. Now we'll study why labels and references. This is what the advantages of latex over the word. You cannot, if you have to mention particular figure, particular table. Okay, sometimes we want to refer some table for 4.2, go to table 4.2. According to that, we are writing our text. Okay, so table will be somewhere else, and our text will be on somewhere other page. For that, um, we are giving this reference slash reference figure name. Okay, so its result will be that figure. Okay, so referencing we are using, automatically that figure will get generated. Okay, uh, automatically our reference will go to that figure. Okay, so this is the speciality of text. Okay, so next thing is how to write program. Okay, writing program, always you will have this problems in writing coding. Coding always you are keeping in your project documentation. In documentation, uh, writing coding is very difficult. Symbols sometimes we are not finding. So just you have to use verbatim, begin verbatim and end verbatim. So in this begin and end verbatim, what will happen? Whatever you will write in left hand side, it will blindly it will reflected on right hand side. Right hand side is nothing but your output. Okay, PDF file. So as it is, this program will get printed. No need of special formatting it. Okay, just write your program inside begin verbatim and end verbatim. Automatically, blindly, it will write whatever it is written here. So this is what your writing program. So coding chapter is over. Means explanation. I'll show you that separately. Don't worry about demonstration. Okay, so now sample. So this is you consider a sample article I have taken. So this is my title of the article. I want like this my output to be. For that, what I have to do here first, always I will start my document with document class. Inside that A4 size paper or whatever we want font that I will specify. Then article I will take as my D type, document class type. And here I will have, if I want date, I will take date. If I want author's name and address, I will give it here, slash author command. In title, I will write what is my title. See, this is slash latex is special command for writing this specialized latex. It has to be written like this, latex, or you can write it all capital. But don't write latex in normal way. Okay, it has some standard way to write latex. Okay, so slash latex command you can use for writing such type of latex. And then begin document. Here make title. Make sure that you are writing this make title properly. And if you are not write this first front part will not come. Okay, you have to write make title slash make title so that all this title author should appear on your PDF file. Okay. So this is what begin abstract, end abstract. Inside that you need to write section, subsection, subsection. Okay, so all this 1.1, 1.1.1 automatically it will generate. We don't have to specially write one or all these numberings. Latex will take care of this. Okay, so now this was just a sample code. Now I'll go for bibliography. How to write bibliography? Many of you have not done it properly, and basically this part is little tough part, and we have to ponder over here and concentrate whatever I'm telling. In bibliography, what you need to do, you have to use the bibliography environment here. Begin the bibliography, and here you have to write 4 times zeros, or you can write some 99 or 9. Okay. This is used for how many bibliographic references you are writing. Okay. What is bibliography? Your references, your papers which you are referring for writing your documentation. Okay. What help you have taken? So that book's name should come. Yes or no? So book's name is this. For example, you are using this Introduction to Optimal Design from Tata McGraw Hill's 1989. Okay, so this is one book. So what I will do, author's name, for example, it's good practice to write author's name as bib item. So I'm taking here bib item and author's name, and I will write all the information here. And for example, this is one book, so one bib item. Next book, next bib item. Okay, like this I will go and end bibliography. How many books or how many websites or whatever you want, you can add it in this bib item and make some key. Okay, this part, flower bracket is mandatory part. Here you have to place a key. Key you can take anything. Okay, I will take as author's name. It's good practice to take author's name as your key. Okay, so now key is being written here, and what I have to do, after writing this begin bibliography, end bibliography, go to your main file. Okay, this is a different file. For example, this is my bib file. Okay, I'll save this file as my bib file. For example, my reference.bib. Okay, this is my bibliography file. In that, I will write from this code to this code, and my main file, there I will call this file. Okay, so in my main file, what you have to do, uh, cite, you have to cite this slash cite, that key name, and where you are using this um, where you are using this particular, for example, this idea from this book, there you are writing this site. Okay, you cannot write any other ideas directly into your documentation. That is what stealing. You cannot steal any other ideas, that will be plagiarism. So you have to give the reference that from this book I have taken this idea. Okay, so for that you have to cite this compulsorily, uh, slash cite and key name. Okay, so that now this part is complete. Okay. Writing bibliography and citing, this is what mandatory part. You have to do it definitely, compulsorily. Okay. After citing this command there, then only this references will come this side. Otherwise, it will not come. Okay. If you are using slash article, okay, as your document class, I told you 5 document classes are there: article, book, report, letter, and your slides. Okay, so if you are using article, then this references will come as your heading. If you are using report, then bibliography will come as your heading. Okay, here this output side, right hand side. So there are many types, many ways to write this, but right now I'll tell you how simplest way you can write this bibliography, because it has to come properly. Okay, so this also I will show you. I have already prepared files for you. Okay, so now bibliographic part is over. Now I'll tell you how to compile. Okay, compilation part is also very important. Without understanding this, you cannot simply mug up the things. Okay, compiling latex, basically we are giving the extension as .text file. Okay, in this input will be your text file, and this is what your LaTeX compiler. After going to this LaTeX compiler, it will generate the auxiliary file inside this compiler only. Auxiliary file, log file, all other files, and then it will generate the output DVI file. Okay, .dvi is device independent. Okay, this device independent file will be help to generate this PDF file. Okay, so many of you have faced the problem that now you have doing something Word documentation, something 50 pages book you have written in Word documentation, and then you want to print that documentation. You will go to printer system where printer is attached, and you will take maybe in pen drive you will take that data, and you will try to print. Okay, when you will see the preview, what you will see, everything is getting disturbed. Okay, this will not happen with the latex part. Why? Because we have here a device independent format. It will generate as if your no formatting will get disturbed. Okay, so this is the biggest advantage of latex. Okay, why I am preferring this latex, or why it is a de facto standard for your documentation of huge books or reports. Okay, so now I just wanted to tell you this common error faced by many of our students. This is what file not found error. Okay, after writing everything, every command, every chapter, this many lines of code, if you are trying to compile here and you will get file not found error, then you will be simply collapsed. Okay, so to avoid this file not found error, what you have to do, just save this file properly. Okay, where you have to save, and instead of this latex, click here, you will get PDF latex here format. Simply use PDF latex and then you have to run. It will not come this file not found error. You just note this somewhere, this is important. At the 11th hour you are coming to me and saying, madam, file not found. Okay, so this should not be the case. Okay, everyone should know this. Okay, so now uh, I will just show you a small demonstration. I will show how to uh, how to basically generate the pages for the new people who are here. So I'll start my editor. My environment of this text maker, my editor. So after you are installing this text maker, you will see this environment. Okay, so here you are having on left hand side all the ready-made tags here for bold, italic, emphasize, everything, alignment. You can use directly plug and play as I said you earlier. Okay, so try to use this tech maker only. Okay, for your documentation. Here down bottom side you will see structure tab, message log, and source viewer tab. This is what your source viewer, what you are seeing here, and this is what your structure. If you will click on this structure, you will get all the chapters which we will write here. Okay, many chapters will be there. Suppose for example in chapter 2 you want to do editing afterwards, then directly you can go to chapter 2 and then you can do the editing. Okay, for that this structure tab is used. To save my space, I am not keeping that structure tab. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do is go to options. Okay, click on this configure tech maker. Okay, click on this configure tech maker. You will find these commands. First tab. Here, what you have to do, click on this, check this button. Make sure that this is being checked. This is what build subdirectory for the output files. Uh, this will generate a subdirectory. Okay, build subdirectory that is useful afterwards. In short, I'll tell you shortly what is the use of this build file. Okay, then moving on here, come to this PDF viewer. In this PDF viewer, you have to check this box, embed. Okay, so that you can see your output right hand side. All right. So check on this embed, and then you have to go to quick build again. Okay, in this quick build option, make sure that you are clicking PDF plus view PDF. Okay, and then go to this editor. Make sure that UTF-8 and editor size always I prefer to be 12. Okay, not less than this, so that we should be able to see nicely. Okay, in editor font size. Okay, so check this, okay, and click on OK. Okay, so now if my PDF viewer, see, you can see this tab PDF viewer. If I'll click here, you can see this output right hand side. Okay, so my output will be generated here. So I'll show you now what is the magic of this editor. Here you can see this wizard tab. In this wizard, click on this wizard, you will get so many quick buttons. Quick start. Okay, here in this latex tab, you will see all the ready-made commands are available here. Just click on this, you will be getting this. Okay, so I'll just show you how to use quick start. Okay, quick start, if you'll click, then it will ask which document class you want. So for example, I have report, letter, book, beamer and article. So I want report. Right now, in for my project documentation, I'll use report. Okay, so this optional part, it is asking which you want. You can choose whatever you want. Well size A4 paper, and here last are the packages which you want to use. Okay, always I will check this graphic package because I am inserting images. Okay, for images, always I will use graphics package. Okay, so now I'll click on OK. Automatically you will see this will be written here automatically. No need to separately type all these things. Okay, these are what mandatory for all the programs. You will need this. Okay, so inside this begin and end, you have to write your basic documentation. Okay, so here, for example, I am writing here. Hello world, I am writing here. So if I want to execute, so now before doing this compilation, just save it. And where you have to save in documents, create a separate folder latex projects, because with this text file you will be having other files also generated. So don't make mess there in document folder. Better to keep a separate folder latex project. There you need to save with any other name. For example, I am taking as sample dot text. Okay, make sure that your extension should be dot text. Okay, all there I will save my file in this latex project folder. In this same folder, you have to save your images. Okay, whatever you have to insert in your project. Okay, documentation. Okay, I'm saving now this. So after saving this, I will compile. Okay, make sure that this will be PDF latex. And after compiling, I'm having here, you can see 0 errors in message log. I don't have any error. Then I can click on this view PDF. Then my hello world is being generated here. Okay, so I can zoom this particular part to see this hello world properly. Okay, so this was a simple I have to show for new people. Uh, Now I will open. I have already created some file for you to show how to prepare your basic documentation. So first, what is the page? First page is your inserting tables, acknowledgement, certificate, literature. What is your first page? Title page, right? So I'll take title page, and I have prepared title page code for you. So here you can see this title page. All these formattings, we can do it here properly. I have added the logo of our college, NMREC. So for that, here I have used V space and H space for this vertical and horizontal spaces. Okay, this is title page for one of my student. Project title is fall detection for elderly people. So for that title, you need to write here. In begin title page, end title page, all that you have to write. And then everything should be in center. So I have placed here begin center, and everything I want in boldface. So /BF I have used for boldface. A project report on fall detection for elderly people by Uma Shri, and under the guidance of this all these things I can write it in this fashion. Okay, include graphics. as I have explained you how to insert images, I have included this here with the scale, and you can just maximize and minimize this scale by increasing this points over here, and then like this you can generate your title page. Okay. So all these fonts, once you are familiar with all these fonts, then it is very easy to use all these things. Just you need to practice. Okay, then after that I would like to show you certificate page, and then I'll show you all other pages. Certificate also should be there. In this certificate page, you can see this starting commands are common to all the files, and I have taken here certificate. So like this certificate can be generated. Everything you have to write here. In this begin center, end center. No other things are used. Only simply we have to write this page style empty. I have given this command, this page style empty. Why? Because I don't want any page numbers over here. Okay, my certificate and title page should be without any page numbers. Okay, you have to take care of page numbers very keenly. Okay, so this is my certificate page. Then I can generate after this. Why I'm showing you separately? Because you should not afraid of all the big codes. Okay. So after certificate page, what you have? My acknowledgement. Okay. After my acknowledgement, same first files will be same, first commands will be same. After that, I'll simply write acknowledgement inside that my matter of my acknowledgement, and side if I'll compile this acknowledgement, then I'll get acknowledgement this side. So here in this acknowledgement, I want this page number 1. Okay, so I'll show you in my main file properly. After acknowledgement, what we have? Our first chapter, introduction. Okay, now I'll show you my first chapter introduction. So I have given here /chapter introduction. Okay, you have to only write here introduction. Automatically it will take. I'll now compile this. After compilation, I'll click on this view PDF. Chapter 1 automatically will be appeared. Only the thing you have to write is introduction. Okay, here, and then I'll show you how to write this bullet points, uh, bulleting the text. So that is done by using itemize command. This is what my itemize command. Begin itemize, end itemize. Inside that you need to write all the points which you want to be coming in this bullets. So first bullet is my slash item. Inside that, what text you want to write as your first bullet, you have to paste, and then uh, go on adding the items. Then you will get this such type of bullets over in your right hand side output. So now I'll open very important chapter here, literature review. Okay, literature review is very important chapter. You people are making mistakes in that chapter. So I have opened. I'll compile it and run it. So in this, see why it is coming chapter 1, because separate files I have prepared only for your convenience. Okay, so that you will not get any kind of fear. So here, see, my first paper I have included here, my first reference paper. So I have not given here any kind of number, first, second, third. No, we don't have to write like this numbers here. Just start writing. Just give the heading of your reference paper, first paper, and its information over here. Wait, I'll compile it and run it. I'm running it. So, okay. So here you see why it is showing question mark, because I have not written here bibliography file, as I wanted to show you this separate. So it will automatically generate numbers according to your bibliography. Suppose in bibliography you have added this paper as second, so automatically it will come in second. If this paper is first, then automatically it will give your number first. No need of separately giving numberings. Okay, that latex will take care. Okay, here what you have to do is cite command you have to use /cite fol. Fol is what? Your key of your for example, this is a book. So first letter of that book I have taken as key. Any key you can take as your wish. Okay, so this is my first paper or first literature survey. Second, like that you have to use all the keys here. All keys I am using here keys inside that cite command. Okay, so it will come properly into your literature survey. Okay, don't manually give square brackets and then display. No, that is wrong. Okay, so now let us see. Uh, this is what your second chapter. I'll show you how to insert table and how to insert image. Then we will see whole documentation. Now we are having inserting image, inserting figure. How to insert figure? Run it. Showing file not found. Okay, so sometimes it happens. Okay, so this chapter component description, hardware used, now Raspberry Pi. So this diagram, I am saving this diagram in that folder where you are saving this file, and begin figure, end figure. Inside that slash include graphics. Here Raspberry Pi, name of your diagram dot png. Okay, dot png, whatever the extension, same. If it is jpg it will not come. Whatever it is, you have to write it properly. Okay, so caption, what you have to give? Raspberry Pi 3B board description. So same, type it here inside caption, and what label you want it to come in your table of list of figures, you just type it in label Raspberry Pi description. Okay, and your figure should be in at the same point. So I have given here H. Okay, I have explained you what is placement specifier. So in this optional part you have to keep it H. Okay, so this is your inserting figure. Okay. See the appearance of latex. It is really professional. Okay, so now let us see how to insert tables. Inserting tables. Okay, I am opening. See, begin table, end table. Inside that, tabular environment. Begin tabular, end tabular. Inside that, how many columns you want? Its size. Theme is what is the size for that column? Column width that we need to specify. Then how many space I want here? How much space I want here? V space I have used for this caption is obtained marks. For example, this table is um, obtained marks table. So my caption is obtained marks for that table, and I want some space here in between these. So I have given here V space. Okay, for so that it will get separated. So this is my table. I have explained you ampersand sign, everything. Same syntax I have used here to display this table. Okay. So next next command I will next I will show you what is how to do the coding part. Okay, coding you have to use verbatim, right? So in this verbatim, begin verbatim, end verbatim. Inside that, whatever you will write here inside this begin and end, blindly it will copy and it will show you in right hand side. Okay, so uh, many problems are coming while writing code part. So your coding is very big for your project. So just add it into verbatim. No errors will come. It will look as you want. Okay. So as simple as coding. This is your coding. Next, what is to be done? Bibliography. Okay, I'll show you how to redirect bibliography part with file and your main file. I have to open this bibliography file, reference myreference.bib. So this is my bibliography file. Here I am starting by begin bibliography. This is something different than your normal begin bibliography. The bibliography here you can write 9 also. Okay, it's good practice to write 9 because we don't know how many references we are going to write. Okay, so 9 means number of items, bib items I am placing, that is what 9. Okay, so understand everything and then just copy the code. Getting template is not enough. You need to understand each and every meaning. Okay, so uh, bib item is my fall. So this is my book name, for example, publisher, published in 2017. This is my book information. So if you want this in separate line, so I have taken here new block slash new block, then it will appear this in second line. Okay, and see here uh, recent trends in electronics, information and communication technology. So I have to use this type of and here. So I have given slash and. I cannot directly use this ampersand. Okay, this is reserved in latex. So I am using here slash and. Okay, small things you need to take care. Okay, so this is my second bib item. Four I have taken. 4 books I have taken. So I'll show you. We need to take main file. So this is my main file. Here we'll go at last. I have used one command input to redirect that myreference.bib to our uh, this main file. This is my main project file, new p.text. Okay, all chapters are here. At last, what you have to do slash input myreference.bib. So my this bib file you have to attach to your main file to so that you can cite your references and you can show here bibliography. Okay, so here your bib file you just save this and then go to your main file new p.text. Okay, so I'll compile. It will take a while when you will compile it first time because it will take time to recall all the packages. Okay, so now I have compiled. Just go to last. I have used here report. So heading will come what bibliography. Okay, here you can see bibliography. If you are using article, then you will see here references heading. Here is bibliography. As I have used here report a document class. So here you see first my first book is fall detection and alert system for elderly people using computer version Internet of Things. Okay, so publisher IEEE it has come in next line. As I have used there, which command? Slash new block command. Okay, by using that you can have like this. If you want this only book's name italics, then you can use here slash italics. Then this will come in italics mode. Okay, so this is what your bibliography part. This is little tougher part than all your other things. But when you will get practice, then it is as simple as anything, any other thing. So this is what your main file and your bibliography. I'll show you this part. So now just concentrate on chapter numbers, page numbers. Okay. So here I have included all the uh, chapters and pages here. This is your first page, title page, no page number here. Second, certificate page. Here also you don't have to give any page number. But from acknowledgement, there should be Roman number 2. Okay. In Roman numbers, you have to write here 2. It should come like that only. So here 2. Then table of contents will be generated automatically as you will going on insert sections and chapters. So here 4, Roman number 4, 5, 6, and no page number for abstract, and then introduction it will start 1. Okay, for that you need to give / page numbering Arabic before that chapter. Okay, so all my chapters I have included now. So cite command also you have understood, I hope. So this is what your documentation. I hope now you will not make any kind of mistakes. This is what your documentation looks like. Everything will look professional. What your bibliography part, and here it ends. Okay. Now I will stop share.
Is it, Anuraga, you have anything else? I mean, you have.
I've done, ma'am. Yes,
Ah,
ma'am.
okay.
Done.
So I think like we will be passing this presentation to those who have attended. Thank you, Anaga. It was very nice. Very, I mean, you have explained it very well. So with the basic, with this basic understanding of these basic commands, I think we can start exploring other commands in LaTeX. So if I am not wrong, Anaga, I think
ma'am.
you can take some question and answers QA from participants if they have any doubts.
Sure, ma'am.
Participants can ask. Anybody can. If you have any kind of doubts, you can ask her. And I think she has put up her mail ID. Anaga, that is A is not capital there,
Okay,
right?
okay.
It is.
So this is
Yeah.
my mail ID for any query.
Madam,
Yes, Prasada sir.
madam, I have a bunch of questions actually regarding, I think so you already explained about latex table, that's fine. But coming to what is latex packages, ma'am, bunch of questions actually, not a single question. Almost I do have 5 to 6 questions with me in this
Sure, sir.
I
particular.
think 1 second, Prasada sir, 1 second. I think you can ask one question. Later, you can ask her when you know you can find some time and later ask because we'll give time for others. Okay, you can ask one question to her.
Like I have a main question. What is latex integration, ma'am? What is latex integration?
Integration. Sir, latex is
Latex.
nothing but your typesetting system, sir. Typesetting program for basically for research paper writing for professional looking documents. If you are writing simply two-page document, sir, no need of latex. I'll also prefer Word, but if you are going for highly standard document, then definitely you have
Sorry,
to go
ma'am.
for latex.
Latex integration, ma'am. Integration.
Integration means I have not understood. Sir, I need to go through.
Okay, ma'am. Fine, fine.
Anyone else?
Good evening, one and all. I'm Kansana System. I'm an assistant professor at NR Ignan City Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I welcome you all to this panel discussion on work from home and its challenges. And this panel discussion is organized by IEEE Prison and Engineering Facility Group, Hyderabad section, in
No,
association
I
with
think somebody has to mute it. We are getting some webinar from somebody else. Okay, anyways, if you don't have questions, shall we end it? Before we ending, I end it. Like I would really thank our director, madam, Divya, madam, for always being, like a backbone for whatever we do. It is, it is great to have her, and of course, Anaga. Anaga, I will definitely thank her, and also our project coordinator, Mohan sir, for pushing this idea to this level, right? So, and of course, participants, I really thank all of you for joining and attending this webinar. If you have any further queries, you please you can always contact Anaga madam. Okay. Thank
So,
you.
ma'am,
Thank you for all. Thank you for joining. Thank you all.
this was my simple
Yes.
start of first time. So please, if any kind of mistakes I have done, so please put inside. And I would also like to thank Divyana
No, no, no.
for her support.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you attendees for listening to me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all. Have a nice day, everybody. Neeraj, I think you can end it. Neeraj?
Okay, ma'am, I'll just end it.
Yeah. Send that recorded file, dear.
Sure, ma'am.